Hey guys, Viggoman here and welcome back to part 2 of building this huge pyramid-shaped castle of the medieval city of Sangra'Qur. We actually finished this massive build here in today's video, but most of what has been done is on the interior side, so the time-lapse is a little bit lacking, but I'm blessing you with some cinematic shots at the end. So if you didn't watch the first part, make sure you pause this video here, go over, watch it, and then come back here so you're caught up with everything. Do you have naming ideas for this castle here? Make sure to let me know with a comment down below or in my Discord channel. Talking about Discord, I recently uploaded an image of the map of this area here, and I want you guys to help me plan the city of Sangra'Qur. So what you can do is to take that image and then draw on it using whatever program. It can be Paint. As long as you can give me some ideas of what you want this city here to look like, with where we have the different districts, where we have roads, where we have temples and all that sort of stuff. So if you want to help out with actually planning this city here, make sure you do that and post them in the Discord channel. Now, as we watch these beautiful cinematic shots, let's ease over to the tour part of today's video. Alright, here we are. Welcome to the tour part of today's video, where we take a deeper look at everything that we have built, taking a look at interiors and all of the details that is of interest. First of all, just gotta say, I am so happy with how this turned out. I love the feeling it has. It just feels so grand, and especially now that we have all these different statues, like we have the angel or deity, whatever it is, on the top there, and there's just bits of small statues and things that makes it unique all over the place. So recommend you coming on the server and just flying around here if you want to, just to check out everything. I'm not going to take a look at the things that was covered in the previous video, so again, if you haven't seen it, pause this video and then come back after you watch the first one. So we're going to kind of just jump straight into the newer sections here. But before we do that, I just want to quickly show off some of the things outside. So we have the lion here, the lion statue, which is built over the gate here. So this is the gate of the lion. And first of all, I'm proud of myself for building this lion here. For being an organic build, I think I pretty much nailed it. Like, I'm a buildings kind of guy. I build big buildings, straight lines, architecture stuff. Doing organic stuff is tricky for me, so I'm so happy with the way that lion turned out. So that is a kind of protecting this gate here, of course, alongside these marble and knights here. So yeah, and as if you remember, in the first gate here, or I guess the second gate, we have snakes covering this one. Perhaps we should have some other animal protecting this one. I don't know. Yeah, so I just wanted to point that out, and then we'll get to all of that sort of stuff in just a little bit. So since the previous video, I've also done some changes from for the staircase area over here, because in a stream you guys told me you weren't really happy with it. So let's start with the staircase and then move into the newer section. So here we have the grand stairwell, I guess, which leads both down to the cellars like that, and also up. So what we did, we just made it a whole lot bigger. Now there's like parallel stairs on either side. They merge to this small platform area where we have just some big vaulted ceilings, and it goes all the way up to here, coming out in the second floor. And from now on, pretty much everything should be brand new to all of you guys. And I will eventually probably go back here and add some details based on your feedback. So just don't hold anything back, guys. Let me know. I'm an adult. I can take it. Bring me all you got. So I think the first thing I want to just take a look at is actually over here, and also want to explain my thoughts behind all of this. Is I want the interior to be like a maze. I want it to be like the actual pyramids of Giza and other pyramids, where just maneuverting around them, inside of them, is tricky, and it's supposed to be tricky because it's built like a maze. So there's rooms and staircases and hallways just kind of intertwined all over the place. But up here, as you can see, we have like multiple floors accessing this open room here. And then over here, we even have like a bridge inside, bridging from one side to the other. It's really cool. Here we have the throne room. Quite grand. Love the ceiling in here. And then walk over here to the throne where the king would sit. There's even a skylight, just adding in a lot of natural light here, and some big windows in the back. And this, by the looks of it, I forgot that patch of grassland there, but here it's done. Super lush stuff. So yeah, this is the throne room. On the opposite side of the throne room, we have a small council room, and this is one of many. But here is a place where they can sit and talk and all that sort of stuff. It's quite cool. There's a small snake statue in the back here as well. And this leads out to one of the battlements over here. So this is by the lion's side, where we have some crenellations protecting the gate here. And here we have a small building. I just kind of wanted to add like a normal looking building just to kind of signalize how big the rest of the pyramid is, and that is kind of the scale I want to build the houses surrounding this place. And this is used for the guards that are kind of actively watching here. We have arrows, spears, and also a small place over here for them to create some food and stuff. And then on the opposite side, we have some storage and an area for them to sit. And we have a crane on wheels, so they can, if they have to like get something up here, they can just move the crane over to the side and then just use a pulley system to lift it straight up, so they don't have to like carry it throughout the pyramid, which is pretty cool. On both sides here of this battlement thing, we have small barracks. So these small buildings here on the edges are for the guards. So if you go up the staircase, it's very dark by the looks of it. Get in here, we have some mats for the guards to sleep on here, like that. And I believe there's more stuff all the way up here. Yeah, this is where the commanders or the higher ranked knights stay. They have like better commodities, which is pretty cool. And they even have access to a small private garden up here. Now let's see if we can get our way back. I think just going through here would be best. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, that's the staircase, and this was a small council room. All right. Over here we have some statues. Big open area here. Again, I just want to point out that the colors in here aren't necessarily what I would have chosen myself. Like, the combinations are, from a designer standpoint, awful. But I wanted to portray this overwhelming wealth where they can use gold just because they can, and they use the most expensive marble and most expensive jades. I think this looks like jade, and granite, and just because they can. It's not because it looks good, you know? So everything is just over the top with details and carvings and colors and all that sort of stuff. But here we have a library, which is kind of cool, like that. And we have the same on the opposite side of this main hallway here. So yeah, two big libraries here for the lords, but also his servants and stuff. And then let's go back to this place all over here, right opposite of the staircase. We have the purple room. So sometimes when I build, I try to just pick a color scheme and just try to find as many different blocks with that color, just for fun. And yeah, so this is the purple room, and this is used for ballades and stuff. So we have this big open floor where we can dance, and a small podium where they play some music. It's supposed to be like some kind of harp instrument, and we have some drums and a steel drum, and yeah, they create music and we can dance around in here. And from here we get to a small open area which basically just leads out to these gardens on the outside here, like that. So that's pretty cool. Now let's see if we can move up one more floor into the, I guess that would be the third. It's really hard to tell because they're not really proper floors. All the floors are intertwined. So the stairs are on both sides here, and they have a small like pool or water feature here below them, like that. And then there's a staircase here, which just takes you further up. Here we have a big hallway area, just like to transport people, I guess. Like many of these rooms don't really have a purpose other than just being big. So yeah, here we have a hallway. Goes out to a small like one-to-one talking area, which has some gardens, not too shabby, like that. And it continues further up like that, but it also just wraps around into some other rooms here, which we saw somewhat. They like have views down to the main corridor below. So here we have this is the war room. So this is where they like talk defense, make plans and things like that. So they have a little map there and some tools to calculate the war. And this has a nice view over again the feast hall over there and a small counter room over there. And we can just continue through here. We get to another hallway, quite big, massive columns. And you'll see a lot of columns in all the rooms here, and that is because of the sheer size of this build here. We need to support it. So a lot of the rooms have a lot of arches and big columns to support it. Here we have just like a lounge area, and with a nice view over the throne over there. Now let's continue. We're getting to one of my favorite parts. Over here, first of all, we have the green room, and this is where the tea is being drunk. So just a mat here, the Lord and his lady, and or possibly his ladies, plural, sit here, drink some wine or tea. Here we have like some, like an oil diffuser or something for some nice smells, and it's just like a relaxing area, and it's nice and green, really cool. Then over here we have, it's a little dark. That's a problem with building so big interiors, it gets really dark. But here we have the stair, a stair, but it's also a bridge that leads over this hallway. And it gets you into the spa, or the bath. This is the Lord's big private bath, and it's just a big tub like this. It's awesome. And you might be wondering, like, do they bring the water up here with buckets and walk all the stairs? No, we don't, or they don't. We have a well here, and there's still some glowstone here. I haven't finished this because I want to connect this with the sewers or something of the rest of the city, but it goes all the way down throughout the entire pyramid here. And then there's going to be water here connected to, maybe not the sewers, but to the river or some underground river system. So we'll get to that once we have more of the planned on. But down here is that. And also the idea is that if the Lord has to escape, like the king has to just run away because the castle is being sieged and it looks like they're losing, this can be turned into an elevator or a lift to just bring him down, and there's going to be an escape route down, way down there. So that's pretty cool. And then here we heat the water for the tub. There's also a small jacuzzi over here, in the floor like that, a small one. Or probably this one would be colder, I guess. So there's hot water in there, and then there's a colder out here. And then we have like, I don't know if this is really gonna happen, like sunbeds to just look out over the ocean, get a tan and stuff. Quite nice. And then a small sitting area over here to enjoy some wine, and also looking over this area, which probably will be city eventually. Now let's go back, enough spa talk, and let's get to the upper floors where we have even more stuff happening. I'm thinking let's just jump down here, like speed run this through here. You might be wondering how can we speed run if we go down, but the staircase leading up is closer. So it's here, and then we go up this one and we get to some more floors, and again here you can really see all the different shapes, and I love it. It looks so messy and exactly how I wanted it. From here we can get to all these big outside areas here, a lot of gardens, and here we have some kind of game, like it looks like chess, but it's not supposed to be chess, but some sort of strategical game they're playing, big scale size, you know, like lords do, because they have the time, all the time in the world. So let's check out some of the different areas over here. Here we have the feast hall. That's kind of one of the main things for this floor here. We have the feast hall here, nice and well filled up with food, which is cool. But there's also a big outside area connected to the feast hall, so like after the food is done you can come out here and just relax, look over the waters. Yeah, so it's kind of like a part of the ritual of eating here is you sit here and eat, and then you go outside and relax, maybe have a drink, a cup of tea or something outside here. And of course the kitchen is close by, so oops. In here we have the kitchen, which produces all the food for the castle, or we have, if you remember, bakeries and stuff further down, but this is for like, yeah, the lords and the feast hall and stuff. Some storage over here as well. And from here we can get to more of these like areas outside here. Now I think it's time for us to go even further up, or actually no, we can go through here. Look how the sun shines, that's pretty cool. In here we also have more gardens and a small water feature, outside pool thing, almost like an infinity pool. Pretty cool, yeah. Alright, then we can move up. As you can tell, I've been spending a lot of time indoors, building in the darkness, but I'm so happy we're done. So up here, we're getting to the bedrooms now. So yeah, I think we have 3 bedrooms here. Let's take a look. Here we have 1. Pretty cozy. I would not complain if this was my bedroom. And then over here we have, oops, hello. We have another one. As you can see, I'm really trying to use like different color combinations for all different rooms to make them stand out a little bit. Yeah, that's it, that one. Then over here we have another one. The final one for this floor. They also have windows, which is uncommon. A lot of the floors have no windows at all, and it's really claustrophobic to walk along the corridors and stuff without any natural light. And this is supposed to be the ladies' chamber, by the way. And connected to that, we have this boudoir, where yeah, the ladies of the castle come in here. They make pillows, dresses, and all that sort of stuff. So it's conveniently adjacent to the ladies' bedroom. Nice. Now let's go further up here. We have a stair like that, and it brings us up to this floor. And if you watch the streams, you might be remembering this, but we're going to get to that in just a little bit. Before we go there, let's check out these bedrooms here. We have another bedroom. Quite big. Love the design of this one. And then we have yeah, just some sitting areas like that, of course. And then we have a small toilet, or yeah, for them. So this is shared, easier to clean that way. So it's like, yeah, you could be 2 or 4 people, I guess, here at the same time, and not too much privacy, but that's fine. And then on the opposite side of this hallway here, We have similar kind of design, some sitting areas, of course, and a view over the river Kur over there. Look at that, that's awesome. And a little bedroom as well. Very, very cozy. Alright, let's move over to the Lord's Chamber, which it starts here. It has just this massive staircase with a small water feature in the middle here. I'm believing that these flowers could survive from the minimum light that comes from the windows up above somehow. Yeah. Just kind of imagining. Not really sure though. But it comes up here, and then all of the rest of the pyramid is for the Lord himself. So you get up here, we have some windows, of course, awesome views. It wraps around here, we have a small bathroom. So the Lord, of course, has a private, or the king, I guess, has a private bathroom like that. A lot of columns and marble and things. And then just this big bed here. Look how cool that is. And some windows facing this way as well. Really cool. And the Lord also has a big, I keep saying Lord, but it's the king. Has these small balconies on either side as well. So that would be a nice place to relax in the evening. But the creme de la crop, or the best part of the Lord's private residence is if we go up these stairs here. Up around here, there's a lot of stairs, but it works. Let's see, and like that. This is the top part of the pyramid, and here we have a small council room, and this is kind of the Lord's private meeting rooms. This is where only people invited specifically by the Lord would come up here, and they could talk. But also brace yourself for the best view so far. From this balcony here, you could see the entire city, and it's awesome. I would love to have this view from somewhere. So I'm just imagining all the houses and streets and everything, bridges over the river. It's gonna look so cool once we get it done. And then just stepping back up here from the balcony and looking over everything. Oh man, I can't wait. And then of course on the other side we have another balcony which looks the opposite way over the waters, and all the ships coming into Sangra'Qur, which is cool. And then let's fly up and take a look at the statue all the way to the top, which is one of the deities of this religion here. You can also see that being portrayed here on the side there. So there's a lot of these symbols all over this place here, so I'd recommend you just coming on, checking them out yourself, and perhaps come up with an idea of what they are. But the lion is of course a deity or some kind, it's part of the religion, supposed to protect this. And the serpent and the snake we have talked about from the previous build over there, the Sangra'Qur temple. I explained the lore behind the serpent, so that's also a deity. And then we have the angel on top here, and we also have this weird guy. I'm gonna let that be up to you guys to figure out what that is and what it's supposed to symbolize. But guys, I think that's going to be it for this tour part here. Again, come on the server if you want to see everything once again or see more details of everything. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Really hope that you enjoyed. If so, make sure to smack that like button. And if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.